last episode, our group spent the night in Ezekiel's hut, filling themselves with desert stew and canned peaches. Startling the lizard man awake in the early morning, they each received their own riding mount. Stenwick on Buttercup, Felix on Jimmy, Penelope on Gary, and Ironhammer on an asshole. After traveling across the Barrens for a few hours, they started to slow down as the wind picked up and the dunes became treacherous. Felix, noticing that the sand was being pressed in deeper with each step of his lizard, took the lead and informed his group to ride directly behind him. Connecting their saddle horns with a rope, they chugged on for a few miles until Jimmy took one step too many, causing the train of lizards to trip up. Unable to stop in time, Felix ended up slipping into the pitfall along with Jimmy. With quick thinking, our druid was able to transform himself and his lizard into birds, allowing Jimmy to fly out of the hole, but leaving Felix trapped under feet of sand. After separating the train, Penelope and Ironhammer were attacked by a massive land shark known as a bullet. While the two were fending the predator off, Stenwick rushed over to the now covered sand pit to help dig Felix out, but jumped back at the last second as our druid blew a gust of wind straight up, blasting the tomb of sand straight off of him. With a full team, they easily squashed the injured beast, taking note of its thick yellow blood. Hopping back on their mounts, they continued north until they reached their destination, a mess of a sandstorm spiraling on a single point below the dunes. Unable to get a good enough look with his familiar, Ironhammer informed the group that there was a figure in the storm, but he couldn't tell what it was. Summoning an air elemental, Felix was able to create a pocket of fresh air around the caravan, allowing them to walk directly into the storm. Entering the sand dome, they noticed that they were standing on marbled ruins, with a statue of an astral erected in the middle. With top-notch tinted glasses, our cleric was able to read the plaque below the monument, revealing that it was yet another Praetor Infinitus. They now find themselves standing in the air pocket as the storm rages, and a voice echoes out that they do not deserve to be here. Welcome back to Retrograde, a D&D campaign by Fudge Droll. I'm Derek Day, and with me is Andrew Akers.
Hello. Hey, guys.
Ty Sheets.
Howdy.
Ian Jones.
Hey.
And Jesse Widener.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitches.
Four of you, along with Arthur, if he's still out, and the air elemental, are standing on top of the ruins. You guys can see clearly within this bubble. However, directly outside is just a mess of a sandstorm with four imp-like beings surrounding and a mysterious figure a little more off in the distance that is warning you to leave.
Eyes up, weapons out. Is Felix's elemental still out?
Warning us to leave. Is he speaking English? Common.
Yeah, speaking in common, and the only thing it said was this land does not belong to you. The air elemental, I would assume, is still out. It would have only been about 5 minutes since you guys got here.
Right. I'm trying to, let me see how long that lasts for. But
Ironhammer, you cast something before when we were in Hanami to speak to them. Is that something you can do now?
He just spoke to us in common.
That's true. I mean, they haven't flat out attacked us. Maybe we can actually get some answers.
I could try speaking to him in Dwarfish.
Maybe we should just stick to common.
That always goes well.
Who among us is very persuasive?
Oh, me, of course.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I think Felix should be our ambassador.
I'm persuading you now, aren't I?
dude, my persuasion is shit. I'm perceptive as hell, but my persuasion is garbage.
How is Penelope's persuasion?
It's +0. So
I'm +2.
if you want me to intimidate him, I can do that. I got a +8 on that.
Well,
Maybe as
Let's join up with Ironhammer.
We're going to intimidate them. They brought the storm.
Ironhammer, quick, throw him your boots.
Yeah, backflip.
Yeah, Ironhammer, do you want to spearhead this? I can speak up, to help you out, but...
No, I've got it. Don't worry.
You've been on this path longer than I have.
I'd say hello to him in Dwarvish. I just want to know if he understands.
No response.
Shit. Okay.
My friend says hello, I assume.
you don't know that.
It will respond to you, Stenwick, saying, what are you doing here?
To be fair, we're also not exactly sure.
Yeah, we're just looking for the source of the
We're just looking
sandstorm.
for yeah.
This is clearly an astral, though, right?
No, it's not an astral. There's
Just
a
a
statue of an
mysterious
astral.
cloaked
Oh,
figure.
that's right. And then there's just these other creatures. They're also not astrals.
Nope.
I was thinking we were surrounded by them.
Like I said, like 4 like imp-like creatures flying, buzzing near you guys.
We were tasked with hunting down and eliminating a group of astrals. Creatures we were told were in this area. Looks like this. I'm going to point up at the statue.
Is that right? Figure will wave its arms towards the group.
Wacky inflatable tube man.
And all four of you can see these imp-like creatures closing in even closer.
Okay, have they broken the plane of sand yet?
No, they are on the very edge of the wall.
Okay.
I will show you on the map.
BT dubs, my elemental is around for an hour.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
No, we do not mean you or your own any harm. We're just here to do a job, and we're going to be on our way.
Hey, Stenwick, how about you
Yeah, you're making things worse.
ixnay the talk about Illy
Murder.
I told you guys that you should have taken over. I tried.
Well,
You started
I
speaking
tried to
in
take-
tongues
I
or
tried to
something.
take-
Yeah, we did.
You literally cut me off mid-sentence when I was trying to explain what was going on.
I got a -1 charisma, and I could have done better than that.
I'm going to turn to the hooded figure, and I'm just going to say, we're not here to do anything to you or your friends. We're just looking for the cause of this sandstorm. It wreaks a lot of havoc on a local farmer.
I know.
You got a dick.
Looking for the cause. Looks like you found it.
Oh, God, all right, we got to beat him up, I think.
Well, why are you protecting this land so much? Like, what's so special about it? It's just a dusty old desert. Tot, my balls are sticking together. While I'm saying this, I'm going to put on my my cloak, which I had off previously.
He's
Get that
completely
AC
naked.
back.
Yeah, I'm completely naked at this time. I would like to get my AC back up.
The figure will come closer to you all. Basically right on the edge along with the other creatures. What did you just say to me?
Why you want to be a dick? Like, why are you making sandstorms and stuff? Like, what's so special about this place?
Is that
Why-
Genuinely curious, not being an ass.
Why are you
Doing
hunting
better
the
than I was doing.
the astrals?
Who said anything about hunting astrals?
Yeah.
It's not like we are not a very unified front.
Honesty is
My friend here is delirious and from the sun.
we
We're
don't even know
just
what an
traveling.
astral is. Never heard of him.
The figure will tell you that it is the guardian of this land. If you step in between it or the astrals, you will be killed.
So what are an astral? Like, why?
What are an astral?
Wait, is yes, I was- Nobody said Felix was persuasive.
Why is Felix doing the talking? I mean, better than me, I guess, but
None of us are persuasive, it seems.
Like, well, why do they need protecting?
No more of this. I don't chat with murderers.
Who said anything about murder?
Your kind.
Sten like
My
literally said we're
kind.
killing assholes.
Yeah, we already determined that he's delirious. My kind. What is that supposed to mean? Are you racist?
I saw the
Hey, you don't-
statue.
You don't like dwarves, huh?
It was so big, I thought it was a threat, and we were going to kill it. But then it turned out that it was just a stone. I was mistaken.
You're making it worse, because that means if it's real, we would have just came over and killed it.
No, look at it. I'm gonna. Is it like in a threatening pose or anything?
No, it's just standing there, hands at its side.
Look at it.
It's got a bag of
Menacingly.
It's wanting
an
something.
Arizona tea in its hand.
Oh,
Hey, Penelope, you're in over your head. Scarlet, you need to stop talking. I don't know what you're talking about. These guys look tough. You're outnumbered. You don't have the skills to handle this situation. I, however, do have the necessary skills to take care of them. Scarlet, you need to leave. I can't handle your constant criticism. I think we can handle this. Do you want me to leave? There's only one way that you can get me to leave, and we both know that you can never do that. You're just a weakling that can't even save the ones you care about. Just step aside. I'm taking control. I'm going to walk over close to where he is coming towards the sand wall. I'm just going to be on the other side and say, what's wrong with our kind?
It will look directly back at you. What you can see is a fully cloaked figure hovering about half a foot off the ground, its feet dangling, and it will respond, "Your kind killed them all." And
Killed them all.
with a swipe of its hand, will clear a path of the storm right next to its feet and point down and say, "Look, their bones are everywhere."
I'm going to look down. Are there bones everywhere?
Yes.
We can waist deep the entire time.
is there anything else littered among these bones? Any armor?
Oh, look at fucking Stenwick looting bodies again.
I'm just looking. I'm just looking around.
Yeah, if you can roll me an investigation.
17.
Yeah, you can see a couple old rusted weapons, but no insignias or anything. No cloth or anything.
I apologize. I think that there's been some kind of misunderstanding. I think that the group that was responsible for this came from a city or a town called New Haven. But as you can tell from my armor, I'm from Cirrus. We're at war with those people. We don't get along with them in any way, shape, or form. I think our interests may be aligned.
Your cities mean nothing to me. Only what you look like. And the imps will start to fly in toward the ruins.
So as I'm standing on the ruins, are there any bones like around me, like right in front of me at all?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Jesse, they're all astral bones. Penelope kicked them up last episode.
I can look at the hooded guy and say, so these bones were your people, right? And then I'm going to take my foot and step on the bones.
Jesus Christ.
Decision's been made. I'm going to pull out Arnie's arrow.
Sounds like we're rolling initiative.
Sounds like we're rolling.
Yep.
I mean, it would have already been drawn, but yeah, I'm going to go after the big guy. But roll an initiative.
Yep.
Initiative of 2. Plus 1 is
7.
3.
7.
19 plus 2, 21.
I got a nat 20.
Penelope crushing the bone underneath your boot. The figure you can see tense up as the storm rages, swirling like a tornado around these ruins. And setting this thing off gives you the first turn.
How far away is he from me?
If you walked up to the edge, you are within 5 feet.
I'm going to take the bone whip and swing it around and just try to hit him and then try to grapple with him. I did 9 points of
Wait,
damage
can you?
and I rolled a 4 for grapple.
Yeah, you can get the bone whip wrapped around the figure, and you now have it grappled. It's only about 2 to 3 feet in front of you.
I'm really just going to try. I mean, I haven't grappled. I just want to go and punch him because I didn't have my sword out.
Okay.
So is that another roll to hit since he's grappled, or?
Yeah, I'll give you an advantage on that.
22 and 21. And 4 more points of damage.
Yeah, you can cold clock this
Clock
thing.
it just right in the face.
Yeah. You can see even its, you pull your fist back and blood starts to seep out of its mask. Next up is Iron Hammer.
How big would you say that this statue is?
Very large, probably at least 10 feet tall, and it's solid.
Okay, I would like to cast animate objects on the statue, and then it comes to life.
Is that the best idea?
Yeah, I'm gonna use it to smash the guy. I control it. It's not like it becomes like a real
control
thing.
it. Oh.
Yeah.
So what stats?
None of us know that.
What stats does it use then?
There's stats on the spell. Oh, I can animate. Well, okay. Would you consider it large or huge?
Large.
Okay. So I can choose up to 10 non-magical objects within range, and a large object counts. A large target counts as 4 objects.
Animate
And
some
then-
rocks while you're at it.
I'm just gonna animate some coins.
So the statue and 6 coins.
The coin's
Yes.
just dancing around.
Okay.
The coins get stats too, actually.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So 1 large statue and 6 tiny coins.
An AC of 20.
Well, the tiny ones are very. I mean,
Yeah, I
you
guess
try to
that's
hit
small.
a flying tiny coin.
I suppose, yeah.
How long do
Because
they stay animated for?
1 minute.
Ah,
Damn, that's not too bad.
I mean, that's 6 rounds. It's a concentration spell as well. So if I get hit, I have to roll for it. But
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
yeah, wait. Is that a? What is that? Is that a where's the spell? Okay, it's my action. So I'll just tell them to. Are those imp things are they aggressive? Are they looking mean?
Yes, they're even closer than this figure is.
Okay, I want to send my 6 tiny coins to go beat up the main bad guy.
Okay.
they just march across the ground, a little coin army.
I imagine they're floating, but they can be walking if you want them to be.
Yeah, I want them to have stick figure.
Take the
Legs.
Stick figure legs. Do you just want me to roll 1 attack for all 6? Because it'll be quite tedious if I.
That's fine.
Okay. But they have a +8 to hit. This is a great spell. 24.
That hits.
And then it's 1d4. Okay, so 6. I'll just do 6 d4s. That's 1d4 plus 4. So it'd be 6 d4s plus 24.
Jesus.
Maybe we should roll hits for each one. That's all fuck ton of damage.
That's a
Okay.
dickload of damage.
Okay, well, we'll take it. 24 is the first one.
That's good.
Oh, 9 for the second one.
Nope.
Oh, God, I can't do math. 19 for the third one.
Yep.
13 for the fourth one.
Nope.
17 for the, what am I, fifth one? 17 for the fifth one.
Yep.
15 for the sixth one.
Okay, so you got 4.
4. Okay, so that's 4d4 plus 16. 26.
With this figure wrapped up in Penelope's bone whip, you summon these coins from your person, and they march along the ruins until they hit the edge and fling themselves directly at this figure, dealing 24 points of damage.
That's more damage than I do, like hitting people with a hammer. And I will send the big statue just go smash one of the imps.
This order that he's giving to do the attack, is that out loud? Like, do the rest of us know that he's controlling this thing, or did this giant statue just come alive behind us?
I mean, you heard me cast a spell.
Did I? If I did, then okay.
Yeah, it has a verbal component.
If you were watching, I guess you could.
So you heard me do something. But I guess I'll go smash this statue. Or one of the imps. I guess I'll just do this like top right corner one.
Okay.
A 28 to hit.
Yeah.
10 points of damage.
So this astral statue will lumber over to this top right imp, smack it. Doesn't kill it, but it will send it, we'll say, about 5 feet backwards. And
Also, I want to be making eye contact with Stenwick the entire time this is happening.
My back is facing you.
He grabs you by the chin, turns your face, big touch nose.
Is this cleric-y enough for you?
okay, next up is the figure. So first, what's it have to roll? Strength to escape.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, has to beat a 17.
Nope. All right. So the figure, although grappled, will cast a spell directly behind Penelope. A large glowing ball, green and swirling, will shoot out of this figure's hands, flying above Penelope and landing behind, basically in the middle of the ruins, and explode. If everybody could roll me a dex saving throw.
Oh, uh-oh.
Not my forte.
8.
natural 20 plus 1.
10.
17.
Penelope and Felix, you guys are okay. You can jump away from the majority of the splash damage. You guys will take 15 points of damage. However, Stenwick and Ironhammer, you guys get the blunt as this green acid hits the ruins, sizzles a bit, explodes on you, and you take 30 points of acid damage each.
That's not good.
No movement, so we will move on to the first imp.
Oh, I need to make a Constitution saving throw for animate objects, which I get advantage on actually because I have Warcaster.
Oh.
First one, not great.
You're trying
I need
to-
that advantage.
For concentration?
It's a concentration check, yeah.
Isn't the roll have to be equal to the amount of greater than the amount of damage?
Half the damage.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Yeah, it was the full damage. No chance. Anyway, with my advantage, I got an 18. Yeah, so I maintained concentration.
All right, this bottom right imp will fly towards you, Stenwick, and will attack with its claws. That is a 23 to hit.
Oh, that misses. No, that hits.
You son of a bitch.
These things are pretty tiny, so you only take 5 points of damage as it darts towards
Even
you
then.
and with its tail will slice across your chest.
I'm bleeding pretty good.
Next up is the arrow elemental.
He's really not going to do anything because I really don't think he can do anything while maintaining the sphere of air around us.
And I'll say he's providing you guys the ability to not have to roll disadvantage
Yeah,
on attacks.
yeah. I'm just letting him maintain my our fucking bubble of fresh air.
Are we surrounding him then?
Yeah. Oh, actually, you have to make
He's
a
center.
concentration check as well.
Do I?
For that,
I
yes.
took damage.
Yeah,
It's a concentration shit.
Yep.
because you took 15 damage.
I
Yeah,
took damage, yeah.
So I'll say
It's a constitution.
Constitution.
Saving
Yeah.
throw? 19. So,
oh, you're good.
yeah. But, however, yeah. He's just holding up the fort.
All right. So next up would be Stenwick.
I'm going to do second wind as a bonus action to try to restore a little bit of health for myself. I'm going to restore 11 points of health. And since this thing is right up on me, I'm pulling out my scimitar and my shield, and I'm going to do 2 attacks on it. Natural 1 on the first. Starting strong. Oh, wait, that's a 9. Oh, thank God. 16 to
What
hit?
does that sound?
Yeah, 16 hits. If you can roll me damage for both.
First one was 5 points of damage. Second one was 7 points of damage.
With your first swing, trying to get the sand out of your eyes and trying to even locate this imp, you accidentally get a clip of Arthur's wing as he's flying around, dealing 5 points of
Arthur.
damage. But then your second
That might kill
swing,
him.
as you whip back
What was
around,
he? Is he a hawk?
yeah,
That might
eagle.
That might.
Or an eagle? Let me check. Eagle. That's fine. You continue. I'll check if he's dead or not.
Yeah, then you can slice this imp in the chest, not killing it, but severely injured.
Yeah, Arthur's dead.
Oh no!
He only has 3 hit points.
Jesus.
It's fine. I'll bring him back in an hour.
The pork pie hat slowly drifts into the sandstorm.
Disappears.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Felix, your turn.
Son of a bitch.
All right. I am going to... How close am I to Homeboy? The big dude. The big baddie boy. I'm not facing him at all.
You're all within, I'll say 20 feet of it.
I'm going to walk closer to the imp that is directly in front of me. And I am going to cast my poison spray cantrip. Your character targets an enemy within 10 feet with a cloud of noxious gas. To not be affected by this gas, your target will need to make a successful Constitution saving throw. If your target fails the check, they will take 2d12 poison damage.
15.
So it works out to a 15. And you rolled a 15, so
Yep, so
guess he
that,
saves.
yep.
All right. It doesn't say anything about taking half damage if it succeeds. Yeah, to be not affected by this gas. So
All right.
they don't take any damage.
Yeah, I'll say it flew away faster, expecting what you were going to do. Now the final 3 imps will attack 2 on Felix and 1 on Ironhammer. Felix, yours were a 19 and an 11 to hit.
The
Felix
first
within
one
5
hits.
feet of me.
Yes.
Felix to me.
Yes, he is.
I'm gonna use my protection as a reaction to impose disadvantage on whatever one would have hit him.
So the first one would have hit me.
Yep. Nat 1.
Hey.
And the
Come
one
with my
against
shield.
the one against Ironhammer was a 19, which will miss. So you guys are able to block each of the imp's attacks.
Losers.
And back at the top is Penelope. You've still got this figure.
Where do I have him grapple? Like, where did the whip end up wrapping around him?
We can say around the neck is fine.
Okay. Now, with it being around his neck, would he be able to talk? Like, do I have it tight enough that it's restricting airflow?
It will be difficult, but it can still get words out.
While I have him, I'm going to use my action to pull out my sword and then invoke my fiery shackles on him to try and grab his arms. But he has to do a strength saving throw.
That's only a 7.
Well, he fails.
Is he double grappled?
Now he's
So he takes 12 points of fire damage.
And now its arms are also shackled together now.
Yep, it's like he's got him in a T-pose. And then I have it around his neck.
So can he not do any spells now?
That was my thought. He's not able to do anything with his hands, and he shouldn't be able to talk now. Well,
Yeah.
It's hard for him to talk.
Yeah, they'll have to break out of that. All right. So is there anything else you want to do, or go into Iron Hammer?
So, I mean, doing the fiery shackles and pulling out my sword, I mean, the fiery shackles will be one attack, and I get 2 attacks per turn, but I wasn't sure about drawing the sword if that would pretty much use up that action.
I'd give you another one.
All
That'd just
right.
be a bonus.
I'm going to go and hit them with the dildo sword. So that's 13 plus 7, 20 to hit,
Yep.
and another 9 points of damage.
You can't see this thing's face or extremities, but you can tell that it is breathing a lot heavier now. Next up is the figure.
Wait, is it him or is it me?
Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped you. Next up is Iron Hammer. I'm a son of a bitch.
Greasy little whore.
Yeah, I can't fucking believe it. Well, I'm gonna make Big Daddy Astral Statue punch the imp again, and that would be a 23.
Yep.
And the imp is gonna take. Ooh, that's pretty good. The imp is gonna take 14 points of damage.
This is the top right.
The top right, yeah.
Felix, if you could roll me a Constitution.
I'd rather not.
Well, I don't really care.
Okay.
Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I do?
18.
Oh, you're fine. Reeling back, this astral statue will smack this imp directly in the middle, causing it just to explode in a cloud of sand.
Jesus.
Felix, you are able to pull your robe up over your face. You are not blinded. And now this figure rolled an 18.
So he would roll at the end of his turn, so he's not able to. Would he be doing anything then beforehand?
For its turn, it was just struggling and eventually rolled the 18, and then we can end its turn there. Does that break free of both, though?
Well, so that's what I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
So he had to beat 17 for both. So is he breaking out of both, or is it just one or the other?
I'll say it breaks out of the shackles, but uses all of its strength. All right, Stenwick, it's next to you.
Wait, did I finish my turn? I thought it was my turn yet. I thought the coins still have to attack as well.
Oh yeah, you can roll those right before Stenwick.
All right, first one is a 19.
Yep.
28. 18.
Yep.
25.
Yes.
19.
Yes. What happened this time?
I've been rolling really good. And I also have a +8 to hit. And then one more. 11.
No. So you get 5.
What do they attack with exactly?
I think
Themselves.
they just smack themselves into it, I guess. That's 5d4.
I want to see.
Which actually isn't that much better.
I want to see Penelope's animate potion on these things.
We can do that.
Okay.
Oh no.
We could do that actually. That's 11 plus they all get +4, which would be 20 because 5 of them hit. 31 points of damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, just getting sacked in the face.
Man, what? These coins are fucking broken, dude. Why did I should have just done 10 coins instead of this stupid statue.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, am I like calculating that correctly? I mean, they all got +4 damage, and there's 5 of them, so it would be +20, right?
It makes sense, but yeah, it is a lot.
It does seem like a lot. Well, I'll take it.
Up next is Stenwick.
Okay, bonus action, Hunter's Mark on the one that's attacking me. I'm going to attack it twice with my scimitar. 7 on the first, 18 on the second.
Second one hits.
12 points of damage.
All right, I will need you to roll me a Constitution.
Oh. 5.
Stenwick, slicing the other direction on this imp. You cut it directly in half, and it explodes, blinding you for 1 minute.
Oh, shit. I'm just going to sit down.
What? I just realized using animate objects doesn't actually take my action. They just do it automatically.
That's some
I do
bullshit.
I do have some movement speed.
Jesus.
So I'm going to back up closer to where the elemental is. I'm assuming it's in the middle of all of us.
Yep, that's fine.
And I'm just going to say out loud, I can't see.
Next up is Felix.
I'm going to turn into a giant monkey. That's my action.
What's bigger, the statue or Felix? We should make him wrestle.
The 2 remaining imps will just go directly Felix with a 23 and a 9 to hit.
First one hits.
Felix, you will take 5 points of damage.
Great, and I'll have to roll my constitution when I get back upstairs. But I'll let you know if I drop the air elemental here in a second.
Okay. And back to the top is Penelope.
So as a bonus action, I am going to use my Giant's Might to become large in size for 1 minute. And since he's still grappled, I'm going to try to just hit him twice with the dildo sword. That is 25 and 15.
First one hits.
It does 20 points of damage.
You can stab this figure directly in the gut, causing it to cough up blood, which you can see soak into the mask. It is looking very heavily injured. And on the figure's turn, it is going to break free of the
You skipped me again.
No, you. Oh my god, I did. I'm sorry. I wrote it down correctly. Ironhammer, it is your turn.
You got some sort of vendetta against my coins, I think.
I take so much time trying to figure it out. I don't even have the turns right.
That's fine. I'm going to make that simple. Just coins, smack the guy a few times in the mouth.
Got it.
And then, so apparently that just happens automatically. And I can do like other stuff during my turn. This spell seems pretty busted.
That's
To be fair, it is quite high level, but still.
That's crazy.
Okay, let me roll for the coins real quick. 11?
Nope.
Doesn't hit. 26?
Yep.
26? 18?
Yep.
14?
No.
13, so no. And 13 again, so 3 this time. Okay, so that's 7 plus 12. So that's 19 points of damage from coins.
Somehow doing almost the exact same amount as being stabbed in the gut. These coins fly up and hit this figure again.
That is pretty fucking nuts, to be honest. And then I guess I feel like I don't need to cast any more spells because I feel like we might kill these guys soon. Is there any of the imps near me? Or do they all run? The rest of them ran over to Felix, right?
Right. Yeah, they're on the opposite side of the ruins. You're standing next to Penelope.
Are they within? Can I make it over to one of them? Are they within 25 feet? Would you say?
Yep. Yeah. Well, they're within about 15.
All right, I'll run over there and smack one of them with the hammer.
Okay.
The grognog. Oh damn, that was really fucking good. So that's 15 points of damage, plus 3 acid damage.
Yes. If you and Felix could roll me constitutions.
That'd be a big fat nat 1.
Big Monkey Felix, completely fine. Iron Hammer, you were joining your buddy Stenwick. You were blinded for a minute.
I also shout, I'm blind, in the exact same way as Stenwick did, imitating his voice.
Almost mocking.
Yes, but I am actually blind.
So now this figure's turn. With an 18, it will break free of the bone whip, and it will turn invisible as the sand swells up beneath its dangling feet and swallows it whole. In an instant, the sand falls to the ground, and there is nothing in front of you. Next up is Stenwick, if there's anything you want to do.
Ironhammer, come over to me. Can your god, fix this? Also, what's going on?
What's causing the blindness? Is there literally sand in our eyes?
Yes. Yes, they exploded and you got sand in your eyes. That's exactly what happened.
Can your god fix this? Can your god do this?
It's not my turn, so I can't reply to you.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit there and basically crouch down and put my shield up in front of me.
Felix, it is up to you then. You've got the invisible figure as well as this one remaining imp.
Well, Giant Monkey Felix hasn't gotten to play in a while, so he's going to turn and look at the imp, and just fucking double hand, flap, and do his double attack.
Yeah, thwap him. Oh, can I say that I took a health potion while I was sitting there?
If you could find it.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Can I rummage through my stuff? Yeah, that's all I'm going to do.
First one's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Second one's a 13 to hit.
Nope, just the first one.
Just the first one? All right. That is 3d10, 41 points of damage.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Constitution, please.
9. Giant Monkey Felix has sand in his eyes.
Giant Monkey Felix.
All right, Penelope, it's all up to you.
Does that make me lose my concentration?
No, he didn't take it. It's only if you take damage.
No, yeah, you're still
You have to
fine
make
with
a
that.
concentration check.
Penelope, if you can roll me a perception.
So with the enhanced senses, I do get an advantage on perception checks. It doesn't matter anyway. I got a 13.
I'll give you that advantage.
Well, I rolled the second one I rolled was a 4. So.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, in that case, you don't notice. You can't sense where this being has gone. If there's anything you or Ironhammer would like to do before its turn.
Do I realize that me being blind is just sand in my eyes?
Yeah, yes. It's pretty obvious.
Do I have water? Can I just wipe the sand out of my eyes?
Don't rub it. You're just going to make it worse. Just flush it out. Put water in your hands and open your eyes.
Do I have water? I don't specifically say
Use your
anywhere I have
alcohol.
a water skin with you.
Use the wine.
No. If you think I'm going to waste that wine, you got another thing coming.
I am going to...
Do I have water?
I'm going to mix up a potion.
Oh, sorry, it's Penelope's turn anyway.
Yeah, sure. I'll say you have water. If you can roll me, if you can roll me a dex.
Oh, thank God, it's good. 17.
Okay. You can find your water skin as well as your face, and wash the sand and dust out of your eyes.
Cool. I'm assuming that's probably my full action, right?
Yeah.
But my coins and statue should still get to attack, since they do things automatically. Well, the statue shouldn't, because I told the statue to attack the imps, and all the imps are dead. So I would have to use an action to make that move. But the coins should still be trying to attack the other bad guy. If they can find him.
I'd give them disadvantage on each roll.
Okay. It's about to make 12 rolls. Okay, one natural 20 for one. Or sorry, not natural 20. Disadvantage, not advantage. That was a 15 plus 8, so it probably hits, right?
Yep.
3. Oh, natural 1, that one misses. A 2, that one misses. Oh, that's good. Okay, 21.
Yep.
18, 15, 23 again.
Yep.
Oh, that one's going to miss. And that one is also going to miss. Okay.
You got 3 then.
9 points of damage plus 12. 21.
No longer being blind, can see these 3 coins
Just bouncing off an invisible wall.
just swirling around this air pocket and shoot up directly above, hitting with a dull thud and then bouncing back onto these ruins. You could hear it hit.
How pissed are you going to be when fucking gold coins kill your mini boss?
Kill your boss. They're silver coins, actually.
Oh, they're silver coins.
It's even worse.
I know. That's why way back, like 2 or 3 sessions ago, that's why I asked for 10 silver coins in a pouch.
So you could,
So I could throw the
animate
pouch
them?
at enemies and animate them, yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
I've been waiting for this.
Oh, so they had
I
to be
think it's-
silver.
No, but I figured silver would be good because some enemies can only take damage from like a werewolf or something, right? Just in case.
Jesus.
I was thinking ahead.
That's some 3D chess.
That
right
is
there.
that is some fucking
Yeah,
3D
right?
chess.
Yeah, but like,
Like,
Plus,
am I fucking genius or what?
Fuck.
imagine
Yeah,
that.
plus they're broken.
Imagine that bitch ass werewolf though dying to coins.
Just getting pelted by silver
Did
coins.
you hear about Terry?
Your fucking ranger is about to die from coins, so
Yeah, to be fair, this is my 5th level spell. It's my only 5th spell slot. But it is kind of absurd.
that is broken as hell.
Yeah. To be fair, a lot of my 5th level spells are kind of broken. Like, Great is pretty good.
Fifth level spells in general are usually broken as fuck.
Yeah, and I just have like a spell called Creation. I can just like make just anything. I can make like a mithril sword right now if I really wanted to.
I can reincarnate. So there's
It only
that.
lasts for a minute. That's true.
After the coins fly straight up and hit this figure, it turns visible again. Its limp legs still dangling as it's floating about 10 feet above all of you. As its last-ditch effort, Penelope, if you could please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
23.
Casting a spell from up above, you can feel your fingertips start to harden and come together, but you are able to break free of it as the stone that was starting to begin to grow on your hands has now fallen off. And it is Stenwick's turn.
I'm still flushing my eyes out.
I'll say you can flush. Felix, if you're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wait a second. Is the only one of us who can see Penelope?
And
I can see now.
Now Ironhammer, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he
That's
can
gonna
see
turn-
now.
I washed my eyes out.
The only
Oh.
thing is, Monkey Felix doesn't have any water. I imagine my pack disappears when I become a giant monkey. So
Becomes a part of you.
yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, I've been rinsing my eyes out, so I'm just gonna keep doing that.
so I don't know what you want giant monkey Felix to do, unless. I mean, I'm not opposed to him just spitting his hands to clean his eyes out. He's a giant ape.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's nasty. But
Oh
yeah,
my God, what if I
Absolute-
can? I'm never gonna see again. This is the worst feeling.
Penelope, realizing this figure was about to turn you to stone, what would you like to do? It's lazily hovering above you, almost gone.
The potion that I just made, can I throw it at it?
Yeah, with a dex.
18?
18? Yep. Just hits.
I threw a potion of adhesive slime.
All right. So, yeah, pretty similar to the astrals in the Hinami Forest. You throw this green ooze potion at this figure. Once it hits them, completely envelops them in this slime, sticking their arms to the side, and they lose power and fall straight down on top of the ruins with a thud. They are knocked unconscious, covered in the slime, as the sandstorm around you guys subsides.
How you boys doing over there?
I'm like snotting everywhere.
Ugh, why?
Yo, what?
It's not like you got like pepper sprayed in the eye. You got fucking sand.
I'm crying, and my sinuses are going.
Pull yourself together.
Yeah.
This
I
is so
shake him.
I can see now.
I slap
Can I
him.
see it?
You can see clearly now. The rain
The
is
sand is gone.
shit.
You smacked the sand right out of my eye.
I smacked the sand right out of your eyes.
Oh my gosh. Moradin is real.
I make my statue wave at him.
Oh, Christ. I wave back, like timidly.
I would like to make the statue walk back up to where it was. But now I want it to be in a funny pose.
What
Up
pose
to your
would that be?
I haven't decided yet. But I will drop the concentration and then I will tell you what the pose is once I think of an appropriate one.
Where did the big guy go? The one that seemed to be in charge.
You see the big pile of green ooze that's over there? He's all stuck up in that.
Oh, cool. So we can talk to him. Sweet.
That's the plan.
Yeah. Oh, I should have left the statue up to intimidate him. It's too late.
Yeah, maybe we can use that intimidation now.
The coins are still up. And the coins did a lot more damage than the statue, so they might be more intimidating.
That got pretty hairy. I know my true weakness.
Sand.
I hate this place. I never want to see a desert. Never want to see another grain of sand in my life.
Can I walk over to the hooded figure? And you said he has a mask on?
Yeah, full cloak and mask and everything.
Can I reach down and rip his mask off?
Bending down to this cloaked figure, first you can remove the hood. And what you first notice is it has the figure has very long, dark brown, dirty hair, and removing the mask reveals a very slim face, tan, weathered, filled with scars and calluses. What you realize, though, is it's a woman's face, as the stones and pebbles that were magically embedded in her skin start to fall off.
And she's still unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Is she human?
Yes, she is human.
Well, I guess this took care of our storm problem. Do we want to ask her questions here? Do we want to load her up and take her back to Zachariah's and talk to her there?
I feel like Zachariah's
Ezekiel.
is going to feed her. Oh, yeah, sorry. Ezekiel. I feel like Ezekiel's just going to feed her to the lizards. He seems kind of unstable.
All right, so here then. I'm just going to get up and take a look around, make sure there's going to be nothing new surprising us.
Yeah, like most of the desert, there really isn't much happening.
Sand. Just sand. Fuck you, sand.
They yell back, "Fuck you too." Only Felix can hear. I will say, as everything calms down, you guys will now be able to level up to level 10.
Oh shit!
Hey, nice.
I feel like shit and more powerful somehow at the same time.
So she's just like surrounded by ooze right now, right?
Yep, just covered in
How
it.
long, how long does this ooze? Should we like get her out and tie her up before she gets up?
That's what I was going to ask too.
Yeah, I can help with that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Take her to the center of the platform, maybe underneath the.
Yeah. I just want the astral to just be flexing.
Are we pulling her free then? And then.
Yeah, I think we should get her out of the ooze and tie her up.
Right. Yeah, I guess Iron Hammer and I are gonna do that. Pull her free and tie her up,
Gross.
and then drag her over to the center of the platform.
All right. Yeah, there's still a bunch of green slime on her, but you can tie up her torso and arms and sit her up directly in front of the flexing statue.
Well, Penelope, you kind of started us on this intimidation train. If you want to be our conductor, the rest of us can back you up. I don't know why I said any of that. I'm sorry. I'm really out of it today.
What's a train?
You're our conductor.
Also, Felix is going to change back from giant monkey form and dispel his air elemental.
Gotcha.
Wait, no. Oh, wait, no, the sandstorm. Just kidding. Sandstorm gone, right?
Yes.
I thought you were going to do that. We're just going to get like fucked by the sandstorm.
Yeah.
Are we ready to speak to her then? I'm going to throw some water in her face.
God, I got like fucked in that fight as well. I'm going to take one of the greater. How much of the chunky healing pots do? Is it 1d4 plus 4?
1d4 plus 4 plus 5.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna
1d4
take
plus
my
9.
Yeah.
I'm taking my last chunky healing pot because I got fucked up.
Throwing the water in the woman's face, the dirt will start to beat off and fall to the ruins. Shut up. No. Bead with a D, not a T.
The dirt's going to start beating off.
On her face.
As she will come back to cough a bit and just look around.
So,
Why did you spare me?
We got some questions for you.
well, when you put it that way.
Well, I have
Felix,
no
we
answers for
agreed.
you.
Penelope's got this.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna mix up another potion.
She spits and nothing but air comes out.
It's a little dust.
I would recommend just conserving your energy.
Are there any plants around the ruins?
Yeah, like tropical trees, cactuses, cacti.
I'm going to walk over and just start looking around to see if I can find anything of importance.
Yeah, I'll say there are there's some yucca trees, a couple different bushes, sage, fruit trees, the cacti, and a couple succulents. If there's anything you need for, say,
Okay.
potions or something.
Okay. I'm going to be foraging
Okay.
back to while the group does their thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna mix up a potion.
Yep.
Yep. And then once I'm done making it, I'm gonna go over and just grab the top of her head, take the potion, and just try to pour it down her throat.
She will gag a decent bit, actually. I mean, her throat was already dry before this. And she'll hack and cough. What was that?
Now you're gonna tell us the truth.
The whole thing and nothing but?
I was just about to say that.
You can't handle the truth.
The whole thing.
Try me.
Why are we causing these sandstorms?
To protect these sacred ruins.
What is the significance of the ruins?
It used to be, well, now is Astral's resting place. But they used to own these lands, and I will take it back for them.
I don't think you're going to be doing much of taking back here. Where did the Astrals come from?
Come from? Here. Where did you come from?
Well, traveled through time here a little bit. About 200 years ago, I was in somewhere else, but woke up here. So I'm just trying to figure out the world that we're living in now.
I'll tell you, the world is not yours, and it's not mine either.
Well, based on the number of Astrals that we've killed, I don't think it's theirs either.
With the little strength she has remaining, her legs are still completely limp, but she would try to throw her arms up and try to jump at you. For what you just
Push her
said.
back. No.
I'm just going to hit her on the head and say, down, girl.
What the fuck?
Beat her on the head.
They just flipped her in the forehead. You guys, is there any questions that we should be asking her?
Where are they?
Who?
The Astrals. Where are they?
Obviously dead here.
No. There's living ones here. We know that there are. Where are they?
Not on this land.
They're in the sky.
What about the outpost? The Cirrus outpost that was here?
She wouldn't know anything about that. Because there isn't a Cirrus outpost there. She knows of the bazaar. I'll put it that way.
Right. Have you been to the bazaar?
Many years ago.
Are there those who still live there? Or have you and your friends taken back that place as well?
You speak as if you know. They took it from us.
Around and around it goes. That's war sometimes, I'm sorry. We came here not meaning to do you any harm, and looking around at the bodies, that seems to not have worked out very well. I'm sorry this happened, but again, such are the times. Why should we leave you alive?
At this point, you shouldn't. It's up to you.
Do you want honesty?
Do you want this? Do you want this on you?
What do you guys think?
Yeah. Not big on killing the defenseless.
Bless you.
Defenses of what? I mean,
Defenseless, I said.
she's weakened now. I don't think that means defenseless. I think, given the opportunity, she would take us out quick. We let her go. She's just going to start trouble again for Ezekiel. Render this field trip worthless.
I've got 10 coins with her name on them.
So we have to come back and do it all again, is what you're saying.
No, I mean, I'm not ever coming back here.
We let her go, other people could get hurt. That's my point. And if Cirrus doesn't feel safe, then that cuts down on their contact here, and I don't know. I think it's in everyone's best interest we just end it right now, but I don't want to do that unilaterally.
I'm going to walk up. I'm going to
Stab her.
toss my dick knife at her feet and cast Produce Flame and light her head on fire. She had a knife.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? Jesus.
Was her head on fire?
Yeah, I mean, she can't move.
So it's a 2d8 damage.
Okay, yeah, you can roll
If
that.
you want me to roll it,
Yeah.
10 points of fire damage.
Does it kill her immediately?
No, not immediately. I'll say,
She screams in agony.
If
for a
not,
little
and
bit.
if she's like suffering, then I'm just gonna end it and shoot a bow at her.
Before that, I'm gonna. She's on fire. I want to walk up to her, and I have my ring of fire resistance, and I'm just gonna go up and like lean into her ear and say,
Hail
"Killing
Hydra.
you means nothing. It's just another drop in the bucket." And then I want to use my giant smite again and get big, and then just grab her head and just start to squeeze.
Fucking hell.
I'm just gonna put my bow away, my arrow away.
This is really taking a turn, hasn't it?
okay.
As a side note, my eyes are red.
Oh, sweet. My boy's coming back.
And does any of us notice?
Yeah, if all of you could roll perceptions.
I do not.
I don't notice anything.
I rolled a natural 2.
Yep, same here actually. Well, 7 with my wisdom. It's a 7. I couldn't.
Yeah, I guess I'm distracted on what is actually happening than his eyes.
I rolled a 20.
Okay, so after setting her on fire, you look up and you see Penelope's burning red eyes.
I'm just going to smile and pick up my knife.
Her head set on fire immediately. Her skin and hair begin to burn as she screams. Penelope, you walk up, just humongous, and with your hand over her face, leaving one of her eyes still uncovered. You squeeze as the life drains out of her body and her head erupts, but not before she looks over at Stenwick and her eye glimmers when she sees the arrow that he pulled out, and then she's gone.
Like she recognized it?
Yep.
Gone as in dead, or gone as in like teleported away?
Oh, gone as if, like, imagine you just
Her head erupted.
You
Like
stuffed
a
your
water, like smashing a watermelon.
you stuffed your hand in a jar of jelly and just chucked it at the wall.
No.
Yeah.
Why did I have my hand inside the jar?
We definitely just killed Ernie's sister.
No, his sister was dead.
Or was she?
Or was
Right?
she? She fell off the Sirius,
She did.
and
Oh, that's serious.
her body was never found. What if an
Ava.
astral?
Right?
Yep.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
dead
Ava.
now.
So, I'm gonna search her body. I did.
Derek
we
didn't
could-
plan this, but he knows we just found gold.
I thought that we could end it quick. I don't think we needed to be malicious about it. But hey, results. I guess.
I'm gonna
search
point
her
at the
body.
knife and say, "She had a knife. She was gonna kill us."
Felix, we all saw it. We were looking right at you when you did it.
No,
Who are you fooling here?
myself. I'm gonna pick the knife up and put it away.
Myself. Your Honor, I'm a force to be reckoned with. I can't even. I have fucked myself up.
Yeah, I'm gonna search her body. What's left of it?
You can search through just a couple crumbs of food and pockets full of sand. However, there is one piece of parchment.
She never gonna throw this in.
And it says, "Hello, hello. My name is."
And on the parchment is drawn pretty shittily a single girl, pretty long, darkish hair, surrounded by group of varying astrals and sizes.
Does this drawing resemble the one in Arnie's house?
Wisdom.
Does it look like it's the same?
We just killed Ava.
I had no part of this.
Just an 11.
Similar.
Fuck. It's not signed or anything.
No signs or anything. It's very old looking parchment as well.
I'm just gonna take a seat. Fuck.
We can reincarnate her.
No. I can reincarnate her.
I can raise her as a zombie.
Yeah, I don't. With her head being the state that it is?
Yeah, does she have a mouth?
Oh,
Still?
what are we saying here?
I mean, if
She
you
has an
call
open throat hole.
it was a hole in her neck. If you count that as a mouth.
I thought
It's up to
you
you.
were.
I can cast, if you want me to, I can cast Speak with Dead. But the target has to have a mouth.
She has a mouth still. I'll say it was just like the top of her head.
Okay. I do have. Wait, do I?
I think I might have an idea as to who this could be. Oh, fuck. I thought you were a cleric. Clerics can, like, make dead, like, they can be like necromancers, right? Is that the word?
Put her back
Like
together. Put her back
people.
together.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it's
she'd be
weird. Your god is okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
I don't know.
I can revivify her.
Her head is
But I don't have.
the top of her head is gone.
I think I'm not sure if that matters.
Let's just speak to. Can we talk?
Let
to
me
her, you
read.
said?
Let me read the spell of revivify. Oh, I don't even have revivify prepared, so never mind. I can't.
But you
Wait,
can
you're not
talk to her?
revivify? Third level?
You said it has components, though. I don't know if we have those.
Yeah, it just takes incense, and I have incense.
Really? It doesn't take. I thought it was like $200 in diamonds or something. 200 gold.
Let's speak with Dead. Revivify takes diamonds.
Yeah.
Speak with Dead just takes incense.
Yeah. Let's. Shit. I'm sorry. If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, sure. I cast Speak with Dead. Basically, we can ask the corpse 5 questions. The corpse only knows what it knew in life. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive. And the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy. And it can't speculate about future events.
So she's just laying there still.
Just laying there.
Did it work, Iron Hammer?
Yeah, go ahead. Don't ask her that. That'll count as one of your questions.
I know. I was asking you. I found this drawing of yours. I had found a similar one in the possession of someone who I care about very much, named Arnie. Do you know who that is?
Yes.
What is your name?
Ava.
Your brother talks about you. He misses you a lot.
Is that a question?
No. I'm sorry this happened to you.
It's a question. You're not allowed to ask
I'm
questions.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you answering my question with another question?
Is there anything that you would like for me to tell him?
She still loves him.
I have two more questions. I saw in your picture that you were raised, or at least around astrals. Where was this?
Below the floating city.
He said that you had fallen. How would you like... Is there any way that you would like to be memorialized, buried? Is there any particular service that you would want to have held?
I would like to be in the sky again.
5. Well, we fucked up.
We.
Everyone except Iron Hammer, apparently.
I don't want to kill her.
We need to take her back with us.
Well, we can put her in the bag of holding.
Oh.
Just saying, it's the easiest way.
We haven't tried it yet.
She's already dead. So it's not like she's going to die in there.
Yeah, we did want an opportunity to test this out.
See? Everyone's happy.
Sorry, it's not right of us to just leave her here.
How much do you care for Arnie?
Arnie, a great deal.
I can bring her back. But do we really want to, bring someone back to life that was hell-bent on killing us?
For him, yes, but it's not my decision alone.
Well, I will someday be able to bring people back to life.
I can bring people back to life now. I can reincarnate her.
How long?
Yeah, but she'll come back as something different.
How long after she dies can that spell be used? Can that magic be used? Does it have to be now, or can we
10 days
sleep on it? Okay. Well, let's take her body with us.
I also need a donation. If I'm gonna do it, I need 1,000 gold.
I have 900.
Since I kind of lit her head on fire, I'll be willing to donate some money towards being dead. I mean, she did have a knife.
It wasn't a big deal.
Listen, and if it was anybody else, I would not question our actions in any way. I still, to a degree, don't.
She had a knife.
This is different. Let's think on it and just take her body with us for now. And
I would prefer to do it before, we go to bed, or it's going to be the last thing I do in a day.
That's okay.
If we decide to do it.
So,
if she gets reincarnated, does she remember anything? Like a totally new person.
you can read up on it in the next 10 days.
I have an idea.
Odd?
Oh God, this again. My son. As a DM, I'll say during the questioning, when she spoke back, it was softer than when she spoke when she was alive.
It's because she didn't have a tongue anymore.
Mm-hmm. Not having any teeth will do that to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to speak through a throat hole?
So how do we get her into the bag of holding?
Well, that's easy. Hey, big fella. And I'm going to hold open the bag. Yeah.
Square peg through a round hole.
Toss that bitch in here. I'm going to wink at him when I look at him.
Since I saw how upset Stenwick was, I'm going to go over and just pick her up, not throw her. And just pick her and put her into the bag of holding.
Stick her feet first.
And they fold her into the bag of holding.
Hey, Penelope, after he does that, just want to let you know that was really badass. You looked really cool when you did that. I know that we kind of are regretting it now, but I promise you, before this whole thing is over, we're going to have plenty of other opportunities to be just as badass.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was great to witness. All right, we should get moving. Maybe go back to Ezekiel's.
Yeah, make our way back.
I'm gonna hop on my. I'm gonna do a front flip onto Jiminy.
Yeah, the lizards that were there.
Oh, Jiminy.
And Tank too. They were all
Just watch it. Just watch it.
the whole fight. I'm thinking we have an audience.
And you spend half of it crying.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Fucking nerd.
You guys can, after getting Ava mopped up into the bag, you can hop back onto your riding lizards and get back to Ezekiel's.
As we're riding, I would like to use magic initiate to bring back Arthur.
Oh, of course.
Hey, I'm so sorry about that. Today was a really bad day.
Oh wait, shit! No, never mind. I can't do it until tomorrow because I already cast it again today to change him from
Into the eagle, yeah.
to the eagle. So never mind. I can't do it until I rest.
Regardless, I'm still really sorry.
I'll say you can find his pork pie hat that was floating.
I wear it the rest of the way back.
Just look at it somberly.
Just mourning. Yeah.
And you.
Does Sten know that like he can come back, or do you think he's dead forever?
I think I killed him. He just came out of nowhere. I don't know where you bought like that shape-shifting creature, but
I'm gonna play it up and just pretend that he's dead forever until I remake him, just to make Sten look real bad.
he was really special. I've never seen a creature like that before.
He was my best friend.
He seriously came out of nowhere. It was like I swung back and I hit it, and I thought it was one of you guys at first. And then I was like, oh, thank God it's not. But then I saw that it was dead, and then I felt bad.
My sword.
I can't believe you do this to me.
I am killing everything that the people I care about today.
That's true.
As we're riding off into the sunset, Felix is going to again remove his cloak and ride bareback.